Yo, what it do, YouTube? It's your boy Smooth coming at you guys. We get another Smooth YouTube video. Today we're going to be doing a showcase on the new manga characters that just released last night. I went to bed super early and I woke up, funny enough, a couple of minutes after these guys came out. And then I posted on the YouTube post feed and the community tab that I got all characters and I was going back to sleep. Let me pull that up real quick just so you guys know that I actually, funnily enough, I actually did do that. Like, yo, right here, I have all 5 of the 40th anniversary manga characters in Dokkan Battle. Piccolo's 100% going back to sleep, literally 7 hours ago. So yeah, I did do that. So we have Goku. Goku raises attack and defense for 1 turn. He doesn't really have any conditions on his intro. He just automatically just does the support. But he does have World Tournament, Saiyan Saga, Planet Saga, Android, Cell Saga, and Majin Buu Saga all in his kit. So theoretically, he kind of low-key needs all of the manga characters to work well with him. And every attack he performs, he stacks attack and defense 19%. Vegeta, he needs a World Tournament or Saiyan Saga character or enemy, and then he gets his intro up where he does attack and defense 150%, and then he has a chance to do a critical hit, and then he supports. Then everything else, like this, is pretty much a given. Then if an enemy or an ally includes Goku, he guards all attacks, which we do need. And then, because, you know, every time his guard is activated, he stacks. When receiving a super attack, he gets 40% damage reduction and attacking defense 100%. I would be keeping him in slot 2 if I can. This Piccolo, he stacks defense for 3 turns. He needs a World Tournament category ally or enemy with him, which is a little confusing because there's not another World Tournament character in this list. So I don't really know what they're going for. Or when there's a Goku. Okay. So a World Tournament or a Goku. And then his entrance is up. Attack defense 150%, 40% damage reduction, and then all allies get a 40% buff for 40 turns. He needs Goku on the team or as an enemy to get his launches, his additional super attack. And then when receiving an attack, when facing only 1 enemy, which we will do a bunch of times, attacks are effective against all types. Attack and defense 16%. Sorry, the allergies are starting to get into my throat a little bit. Pause. We also have Frieza. Frieza greatly raises attack and he seals super attacks. He needs a Saiyan Saga or Planet Saga category enemy or ally. He has a 30% chance to dodge. He has a 40% chance to dodge. So he's at 70% dodge, and then he supports. Before receiving an attack, he does a critical hit, and he has 40% damage reduction, 10% damage reduction when there's a Goku around. After evading an attack, he launches 2 additional super attacks, which is insane. And he has attack and defense 100%. And then for every attack he dodges, he gets attack and defense 26%. So I don't have to tell you guys to go full dodge. My boy Gohan. Super Saiyan 2 manga Gohan. Not gonna lie, I am pretty pissed that the rest of this manga panel is not available in the Dokkan page. I'm just gonna point that out. I really hate that that's not showing. It's literally just a PNG of him, but that's besides the point. He changes key spheres, attack and defense 150%. When there's a Goku around, he changes key spheres for STR to tech. For every key sphere obtained, he gets attack and defense 10%. 5 or more key spheres, damage reduction, launches an additional that has a great chance to come a super attack. If he gets 8 key spheres, he gets 30% damage reduction, and then he launches in a guaranteed super attack. Then for every super attack performed, he gets attack and defense 35% on top of him greatly raising attack and defense for 1 turn. Cannot wait to see his stats. And of course, Fat Boo is the worst of all of them. He raises attack and defense for 1 turn. He has an AoE, and he has a high chance to stun. Go figure. Android Cell Saga or Majin Buu Saga, attack and defense 150%. Key plus 2, attack and defense 200%, chance to dodge, high 50% chance to dodge. Recovers HP with sweet treats. If there's a Goku around, he has a 50% chance to crit, 40% damage reduction. When attacking with 12 or more key, he gets attack and defense 100%, great chance of, he could possibly have 400% attack. And then for every attack received or evaded, He gets defense 39%, so I'm probably giving this boy all dodge. Now, oh, his car is 39 in this manga panel. Now that we have all of the characters broken down, let's take them into a stage and let's see what they can do.
All right, let's do this. to get serious.